What is going on, everybody? Blazing here. Welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video, and I want to talk about Plat Arena Reset today. Now, I have pushed the last 2 weeks. I'm actually enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. I've placed both weeks. Actually, this week I placed at 122, which is not the highest that I've done. I think I've hit as high as 55, which is kind of nice. That was back when Taurus Maritka was the meta, and I had a double Taurus Maritka. So that was, who knows? Maybe it was skill. Maybe it was just, wailing out. All right. So before we go into the champion builds, I'm going to play the video. You guys can either see it, skip it, whatever you want. I'll go through the builds of what I used and how I used. We'll go through the arena defense logs and whatnot. Maybe you can learn why I did what I did. I enjoyed it. I think it was fun. Hopefully you guys pushed and are finding it as fun as well too. All right, so my team, both for arena defense and attack, I use the same team. I didn't change it. I had one team for the whole week that I was pushing up with because I wanted to stay close, but I didn't want to keep in my main team the whole time because it does help to change it over the last like 15, 20 minutes, just so people aren't used to that same team over and over again. When it's a blind reset, doesn't really matter. But we used Embras, Nias, Maritka, and we used Fabian. I have to say, lockout is not a problem. I'm not worried about Crixias. I'm not worried about Fabians. I'm not worried about our Monts, right? That said, I do have my Embras here with Lethal and Stone Skin. I got them built decently, not crazy. I've seen some out there that are just way, way better than mine, but I really focused more on getting as much speed as I possibly could and then going for everything else. So I got them both at 113k HP, 315 speed, 100% crit rate, and 294 crit damage. As for the relic, it's definitely a wand. That's why I changed my name to Wands. You know, the wearer deals 5% more damage against enemies with full HP. So as long as I'm going first, or if they have full HP, it works out better for me. Wearer speed is increased by 2 for each dead ally. Really kind of comes in kind of clutch when he's the only one left standing. I do fully book him, right? Especially if we're using the alternate form. This is really where we want to focus. And then masteries wise, I came down, I took Helm Smasher, typical masteries, right? Kill Streak, along with Methodical. We took Cycle of Violence, bring it down, along with Single Out, Ruthless Ambush, Shield Breaker, and Keen Strike, along with Deadly Precision. On the defense tree, we took Cycle of Revenge, Delay, Resurgent, along with Blast Proof, and Tough Skin. Talking about Nias, now with Nias, you could do a world of builds. You could either go pure attack or HP and attack, or just pure HP. I like to go HP more because his second form, right? And then with that in mind, I try to put as much attack as I possibly can on, but I emphasize the HP first. So we do have him in a lethal and stone skin. You gotta have stone skin. If you're gonna push Plat, you gotta have stone skin on your champions, right? 94k HP. If you look at his alternate form, we're at 108k, 307 speed. I got good defense, right? Especially in the alternate form, 102 crit rate, 273 crit damage. On the alternate form, the crit damage doesn't change. As for relics, I do have the Chrysalid of Rebirth on him. Comes out beautiful. Thank you to Final Compachi for making the suggestion on here. Relics or gem wise, you know, turn meter whenever your enemy loses more than 25% HP. Why not? We want to try to get him as quickly as possible back to refresh or bring somebody else up. Revive allies by the wearer or additionally heal for an extra 10%. Shield buffs placed on the wearer are 10% stronger because I pair him with Maritka. And then the turn meter increase effects are 10% more effective on the wearer. As for a booking situation, we have both sides booked, right? Chainbreaker is what we did take for him. Masteries wise, pretty much almost the same as Embras, except we didn't take Cycle of Violence. We came down the support tree. We took Steadfast. We took Lay on Hands along with Rapid Response, Cycle of Magic, and Lore of Steel, along with Spirit Haste. All right, Maritka, man, she came out hot and heavy and has not left the meta. We put her in a Relentless and Stone Skin, right? 4-piece Stone Skin, 1 set Relentless. Stats-wise, we got her 110k HP, 4.9k defense, pretty thick, 355 speed. I don't build accuracy or resistance on her. There's too many ways now to give the opponent increased accuracy or decrease resistance, and then mythicals ignore 20% of your resistance. I don't like working for resistance, right? I don't. Wand of Submission is what we put on her. We've got Wearer has a 5% chance to get an extra turn when healing an ally with an active skill. Ignore defense effects are 12% less effective against the Wearer. So we got 24% ignore defense reduction, right? Which is kind of nice. That said, a booking situation we haven't fully booked. Intimidating Presence is what we did go for. And then as for masteries, we came down the support and defense tree. Timely Intervention along with Spirit Haste. We did take Lasting Gifts along with Cycle of Magic, Merciful Aid along with Healing Savior. We did take Shield Barrier along with Steadfast. We did also take Retribution. We did take Stubbornness along with Bloodthirst, Shadow Heal along with Rejuvenation, Improved Parry, and Defiant. And then last but not least, the key champion for my push is Lord Fabian. And the reason for that is he does so much. I need Lockout, cool, he's there. I need, CC, he's there. And basically he allows me to, if I can't go first, then at least if you bring in a lot of buffs, I'm going to cut in and I'm going to lock your ass out, right? A nuker is not a problem if they're using just A1s, unless they're, mythicals, then they go into the alternate form and so on and so forth. That said, I've got mine built in a 2-piece pinpoint, a 2-piece perception, and 4-piece supersonic. I probably should put a 5th-piece supersonic on him, but I need to have enough accuracy to be able to lock out at least the squishy nukers, right? I've got him built with 79k HP, 3.4k defense, 411 speed. Not my fastest champion, but pretty fast, right? He'll be able to cut in pretty decently depending on how many buffs you bring in. 435 accuracy. I do have a level 15 wand submission on him. As for the gemstones, what we did is we took wearer speed is increased by 5% for each enemy under an active stun, freeze, sleep, provoke, fear, petrification, sleep debuff. Wearer gains additional accuracy when attempting to place any one of these debuffs, and then turn meter effects are 10% more effective on the wearer. As for the booking situation, you're going to obviously book them. Temporal chains is what I took. And masteries, I came down. I just went Eagle Eye, and then anything that would help me keep going faster, right? So Sniper, Lore of Steel, Cycle of Magic, Swarm Smiter. He does bring some debuffs, guys. So Arcane Celerity is a must. Charge Focus, along with Pinpoint Accuracy. We did take Delay of Death, along with Shadow Heal. We did also take Rejuvenation and Improved Parry. We did also take Defiant. Now, if you're going to come down and take the next tier mastery, I'd probably go Retribution and call it a day. All right, so let's take a quick peek at my battle logs. Now, I took a lot of hits, right? Over the last 30 minutes, I took a lot of hits, and my defense did not hold up. I don't know how many of these are still prior to me entering Plat. Was my Taurus Maritka team still there or not? But that said, it feels like I took an absurd amount of hits, to be quite honest, over the last, 30 minutes of pushing Plat. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And out of the 15, I only won 4. That's a really low bar, right? It was pretty sad to see so many losses. Although my strategy with this was just stay in Plat, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. At one point, I was in the top 50. I did not care. I wasn't going to be one of the guys that says, you know what, I'm going to creep around at the end and try to see what I can do. No, I was like, you know what, I'm going to go all in and see what I can do against some of the big boys. And as you can see here, I did take some hits, from a couple of the mad players. Really, really solid accounts. Victory-wise, I only took a couple of losses, 2 losses to be quite honest. Everything else, I mean, you guys can see here the teams that I was farming. I was looking for go second teams. I did take a loss here against Metal, and he also hit me and beat me at the same time. So that was crazy, crazy good. I will say that fight took me off. I was not expecting the Necrit to be as good as he was. And then I did take Zen free to play. Funny, the 2 players that I lost to were both free to play. I don't know. Comment down below and let me know. Do you guys think they were actually free to play or no? That said, again, I was looking for teams that would go second. I didn't really care what they had, if there was lockout or anything. I was avoiding teams that were gonna nuke my, block damage, because again, block damage is the meta right now. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you did or did not push Plat. What are your thoughts on it? Are you enjoying it or not enjoying it? Let me know if you do watch some of the battles. Would you have taken any of those teams on? Yes, no? Did I risk anything? I didn't take a lot of losses. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button up, consider subscribing to the channel, and make sure if you have some time, join us every Sunday, 2 p.m. EST for the Knights of Teleria podcast, where we dive into the world of Raid Shadow Legends, discussing everything from free-to-play strategies to pay-to-win insight, and covering the journey from early to mid-game. Whether you're a newbie or a seasoned player, we have something for everyone. Don't miss out on the Knights of Teleria podcast, the only podcast for Raid Shadow Legends. As always, much love, much appreciation. Be safe, be well, be good to each other. I'll catch you guys next time.